Hello everyone, it's Andiie from Japaneki and I've been studying for a year now, yay! And I really struggled at the beginning to be able to study every day while working full-time, so I thought I'd share my own personal tips to study while working full-time, because it's not the same when you're a student and you're studying and when you're working full-time and trying to study. It's a lot harder, I thought. So I wanted to share what worked for me. Obviously these are my own personal tips and what worked for me, but I hope it can help some of you to study if you're trying to, but you lack, I don't know, motivation or... So let's get into the video. What is this? I feel like it's easy to get overwhelmed when you start studying, so for me what worked the best to get started was to to start really small. So I start with my journal here. So every day I would write about my day in Japanese. So really simple. It wouldn't take me more than 10-15 minutes, or 5 if I was really lazy and didn't want to check all the kanji. But it was really for me to start to create a habit of studying. Find something to do every day. And it doesn't have to be a journal. It can be like a flashcard, just 5 vocab words. Read a book, I feel like watching a YouTube video might not be the best way to start though, because it really doesn't feel like studying. Anything to get you started, and then when you get into the habit of studying, then you can add more. So that's how I did it. I started with my journal, and then I had my Anki flashcard, and then grammar, and then just to create the habit. Will I say it? You have to create a habit. That's the important point. Like, start small, create a habit, and then you can add more, and then it will become part of your day. That's what happened to me. It just became part of my day, and I'm just like, what did I do before? Like, if I don't study, I feel like I still have so much time and I don't know what to do with myself. So studying really became part of my routine. But you really have to start small, I feel, because it's so easy to get overwhelmed with this. My second tip is to create a study space for you. I know it's not everyone can do it, but for me it really helped my motivation, because studying on my on my dining table wasn't really inspiring, let's say. So I decided to make myself this study corner that I call that. I don't know, it's make me feel so good to sit here and study. It's just so, I don't know, it's cute. I made it my own. I have all my books, all my pens. I don't have to like bring anything to study. It's just so much easier, and I don't know, I decided to make it like myself. So I put like my idols sign on my wall, and some postcard, and like my LED light, and I don't know, it just make me feel good to study on here. So I think that's really helped motivation as well. My third tip is to find the right studying method for you, and that's easier said than done, obviously, because you have to try a lot of different things, and it can be frustrating at first because nothing is working. So for me, I found that studying during the evening is way better than morning or any time in the day. Obviously, I'm not a morning person, so studying during the evening was already like, I kind of knew it would be the best, but even on the weekend when I try to study in the morning, I see that it's harder. So I just study during the evening. My time between 6 or 8 p.m. is like the time I feel the most awake and like ready to study. Like, I can't do it right after work because I'm tired of my day. I need some time to relax, do some exercise, eat, and then after my dinner I come study for, I don't know, depends on the day. And yeah, that's really the best time for me, where I feel like I can do more and like do it well. I also found out that schedule don't work for me. I feel like it put too much pressure on me. I feel overwhelmed when I have a schedule. Like I can do like, you have to do this on Monday, this on Tuesday, and because I can predict on how I feel when I'll be studying, so it's just not working. Even a schedule by the week doesn't work. Like this week I'll do this, and this. I always end up not doing it, and then I feel like disappointed in myself, and then I don't want to study because I can't do it. So no schedule is best for me. I try to have like long-term goals, but I try not to put too much pressure on myself. But maybe it can be the opposite for you. Maybe you need to have a schedule, because if you don't have one, it doesn't work. For me, creating the habit of studying was enough for me, more than scheduling. So you have to see. Also, how you study can be different for each person. I know like some people don't like to use Anki. I personally like it because it's just the easier way for me to study vocabulary. But I know some people hate it, so you really have to try and find what's works for you. My fourth tip would be to be flexible with your study. When you're working full-time, it can be hard to study after because you're just so tired from your day, which happens, you know, and there's day where you don't feel good, you didn't sleep well, something happens. Like everyone has these type of days. So on these days, I just try to do smaller study sessions. So I just do my Anki flashcard, for example, or I write on my journal. And sometimes I had something more fun, like reading in Japanese, or playing video games, or watching a YouTube video. And on days where I feel good, I do longer study session, and it's worked well because my mood is good. So yeah, I don't know, it's just easier to follow your mood. Of course, you have to be in like a good mental health, I feel like, to just start studying. That's another point, but yeah, if you feel good mentally, it will be easier to start studying. Be flexible, it will be so much easier. Like, your mental health is important. So if you keep your mental health good, it will be easier to study and you won't feel overwhelmed. My last tip is to find yourself a community or a teacher. Obviously, a teacher is expensive, it's not for everyone, and I can totally understand. So for me, it really helped with my motivation, obviously, but it was expensive. So I can understand that not everyone can do that. But find yourself a community. I start my own Instagram for studying. Well, actually it wasn't for studying at first, but it kind of ended up like that. And I found like a lot of different people studying Japanese on Instagram, and it was just so much fun to see everyone sharing their own progress, their own tips, or they're doing, and I felt like, oh, I need to share it too. So when I first started with creating my habit to study, I would post every day on my Instagram story that I did it. So I don't know, it's just so much fun to have people that study the same things as you. It's just so much more motivating, and it really helps. So if you need to find some community, I know some YouTubers have some, like Kimushi channel has one, or just go on Instagram, and you can start by going on my Instagram. I'll link it down below in the description. But yeah, just go, and I follow a lot of people that study Japanese, so you don't even have to follow me, but you can follow a lot of people, and it's just, I don't know, it's just so nice to have people to study with you. So if you have someone for real to study with you, that's the best. But if you don't, like me, well, this community really is nice too. Yeah, I hope these tips were helpful for you, and don't forget to like and subscribe, I hope. I don't know. Is that what I'm supposed to say? Well, I'll see you soon in the next video. It's so hot, I'm dying. So I'll see you soon. Bye!